If you've watched our Etsy videos before, you might have heard me say that your product should take up at least 80% of your listing thumbnail photo. But what you might not have heard me talk about is text and how the text on your listing thumbnails might actually be ruining your photos and costing you clicks. In this video, I'll show you the 3 specific listing photo mistakes that Etsy sellers are making with their text overlays and how you can fix this. All of this is rooted in what we've learned by helping thousands of Etsy sellers scale their businesses from getting their first sales to their first $10,000 months to getting their first $100,000 months. So let's get into it. Let's start with the most basic rule, and this is one that most sellers break within their first 5 listings. 70% of your listings should have no text overlays, and at least 80% of the photo should be of your product itself. Because when someone searches on Etsy, they're scrolling through dozens of tiny thumbnails, and you maybe have half a second to grab their attention. And if your listing image looks cluttered, or worse, if your product is small and it's surrounded by all these little banners or logos or text blurbs, you have just lost the click. So photos with clean composition and no text actually can look more premium because it's easier for the shopper to visualize the item in their life. And more importantly, they can tell what it is instantly. If the text is not helping a listing thumbnail, it is hurting the listing thumbnail. How do you know if it's helping the listing thumbnail? Well, if it adds value, if it says something that is a fact that the customer would need to know, if it shares a competitive advantage that actually matters, and if it is very clear and easy to read. Let's talk about the ideal composition here, because I see so many mock-ups where you have this like beautiful lifestyle image of, let's say, a living room, and then you're selling the wallpaper. And the wallpaper itself is taking up maybe 10% of the surface area of that thumbnail. The key ideal composition is with your product taking up at least 80% of the thumbnail image minimum, and the rest of the space needs to be neutral background, natural light, no crazy extra props that will make this look outdated. Now, what if you do want to use text to highlight something important? That's great, but here's how not to do it. Stop using overlay text to describe what the product is. And this is a big one. I see this all the time where a listing photo will have text on it that says pink sweatshirt or beaded bracelet right across the image. And here's the problem. You are using valuable space to say what is already so obvious, or what should be obvious, by just looking at the photo or reading the first 2 words of the title. Instead, you'd want to highlight something that would be maybe a feature or part of the value proposition, such as free personalization, ships in 24 hours, waterproof, something that is not expected and that would increase its competitive advantage. Those things, they all add something new. They make that shopper pause and communicate the value that is not otherwise seen. Okay, so we've talked about when not to use text. Now let's talk about how to use it like a pro if you do use it. So this is the key. Clean, non-default fonts. No Arial. For goodness sakes, no Anton. Is it Anton? You've all seen it. Always match the background behind the text to the shape of the word. For example, you're not going to use a perfect circle to then write in the center of it free personalization on one line, because free personalization takes up maybe 8% of the surface area of the circle you've put it in, because it's not the right shape. Free personalization, that's a long number of characters. I would recommend a rectangle with rounded corners because that's on trend, so that there's not more background behind the text than there is text itself. And this is honestly what separates a $50 a month shop from a $5,000 a month shop, even if they're selling the same item. A lot of the success can be in the font and the shape pairing. And if you are using default fonts like Anton or Arial from Canva, you are already blending in with thousands of beginner sellers. Those fonts scream template and they don't give any brand personality. So instead, choose something clean and modern that reflects your brand, like Montserrat, Open Sans, Quicksand, Playfair, or a more custom font that's not even found in Canva. Okay, so here is what to do next. You want to audit all of your listing photos right now. Remove unnecessary text, get it off of at least 70% of your listings. Also, make your text twice as concise. Being concise is much more effective in communication. If you're struggling with that, you can ask ChatGPT, say this in 50% of the characters, and then make sure to zoom in on your product so it's taking up at least 80% of the thumbnail photo. And if you must use text, make it count. So highlight the value, what will make it competitive, not the obvious. Now, here's the thing, even with perfect photos and thumbnails, if your titles and your SEO are not dialed in, the right customer is not even going to see your listings anyway. So in the next video, I'm going to walk you through my proven SEO strategies that will actually get your products found, and you don't even need to pay for any expensive Etsy software tools. So go ahead, click here and watch that now.